Hello everybody, welcome back to Alchemy Gaming for episode 3 of Worldwide Rush St. Louis. And so we just keep calling it St. Louis because that's where we started. So right now, before we get into this month, we have a hub in Nashville. Then we have a hub in St. Louis. We have one in Chicago. We have one in Fort Dodge. And we just put one in Minneapolis before the month turned over. So let's put this on play. Let's see what we need to do. They want a hub in Sioux Falls. I really don't like how they keep forcing us to do hubs. Hubs take a lot of money. Like Sioux Falls, for instance, would be almost 1.5 million. So more connections to Fort Dodge. They want to go to Cedar Rapids. And where would that be? I think it's over here. Well, let's just look at it and see. Oh, it's backwards that way. Okay, so that one's definitely doable. We can put a bus on that. Let's go with the Hubbard and see if it needs to grow beyond that. Let's maybe put a bus through there. We'll go with another Hubbard. Do we want to Hubbard? Let's go Intero. And okay, so that gives us 14 and 14. Still wants that hub in Sioux Falls. I don't like doing all these hubs, honestly, because it doesn't give you enough time to build your routes out. I don't know, what would happen if I don't do that? That's a good question. Fort Dodge, how's it sitting with everything else? Cedar Rapids, it's eventually going to get there, because I do have a bus going. My bus looks like it's driving quite slow. All right, let's go Sioux Falls then. Build this hub. There we go. So now it wants one of 3 routes, probably. Omaha, is it getting to Omaha? It probably is indirectly through Fort Dodge. Okay, so then we can go Norfolk. Let's do that to Norfolk. We'll put a Hubbard on this, so it might take a few seconds for us to get the money to do it. There we go. Oh, we have to build a road. Forgot about that. There we go. So then also Sioux Falls wants to get to Minneapolis, which I think we can probably do that by bus. Add city. Can we? Oh, we could do cyclical. Yeah, there we go. So select our vehicle. Let's go in Intero. We'll just speed this up a little bit. So needs to build a road there. And then we'll put, there we go, perfect. So that will give us Sioux Falls. Now really it needs to go to Omaha somehow. We could put a direct line in, I think. Omaha, let's put probably something decent. There we go. And we'll put a level 4 Garnet in. That gives us that. Fort Dodge. Cedar Rapids is still doing bad. I thought I had one. Yeah, I do have one actually, but I'm not sure what the problem is. If I go up to an Intero, 20,000. Okay, let's do that for now. Come over to, let's say, Minneapolis. Minneapolis is decent. Des Moines is indirect. We could do a direct route, maybe. Minneapolis to Des Moines. Let's see, we could do an Intero, build road. There. So that will, there we go, take care of that. Now it has a direct route. Minneapolis to Fort Dodge is indirectly going. We could just leave it maybe. Okay, Chicago. Where are we sitting here? My goodness. We are really struggling going to Detroit. Let's see what's going on here. We might want to upgrade these considerably. There's 4 of them. We could go 3. Let's go 3 to the Gannettes. We'll speed this up a little bit. So we'll make 3 Gannettes, which will give us 45 passengers. And this level 2 we'll go to an Antero. That should help a decent amount, I'd say. Should. But now Hamilton is really struggling. We could click on one of these and try to upgrade it to a 340, which will take 1.1 million is what it's asking for. So there we go. Now, can we do another one? This will be another 1.1. Not quite enough money. And it's funny how in the Discovery, it gives you the overcrowded thing, but it does not in this classic version. Interesting. I wonder what the thinking is there. I wouldn't mind talking to the developers. It'd be so cool to do an interview with them or whatever, because I really like this game. I think it has a lot of potential. And I like the bones of it for sure. And even as is, it's fun. But you can definitely see how it could grow and be better. So Toronto, it has a 340. What if I add another 340 in? That'd be 2.8 million. Yeah, I could do that really. Once I get the money. It's going to need it because it doesn't have enough. Okay, it just flipped over the month. Let's pause it for a second. We'll leave that Toronto. So buy more company shares. Problem is we don't have the money. Cities have grown. So fulfill St. Louis demand. Potential to upgrade. So Hubbard wants to upgrade. Okay, let's do that. And then this one, the Green Bay. Yeah, if they're telling us we should upgrade, why not? It'll be a little slower, but it will have more capacity. Build a hub in Greeneville. Once again, trying to shove me way over. Okay, let's go Greeneville then. We want to go to Charlotte. So hopefully we can just do this by bus. Let's go with the Hubbard first. Get a road down. One bus there. So let's go to Asheville. Good thing is some of these places are close, so it's not going to cost a whole lot to do roads and or buses. We need that to play a bit because we need money, which we don't have. We do get a bonus. If we put 3 things, we get 307,000. So that's better than nothing. And then where else do they want to go? Atlanta. Okay. Atlanta, if we put... Let's say we go Gannett here because that's the level 2 city by the looks of it. Road would be 267. Speed this up a bit. And once we get that, we'll have our first 3 runs here. We'll slow that down. Let's see. We'll take it. So Charlotte, Asheville. Oh, Nashville. Atlanta's not on it. Oh, no. That's not good. Bummer. Okay, if we do it this way, Slagard, we could do... I think we want to go with another Antero. Actually, let's go a Trailblazer. So it's going to cost a fair amount, 500,000 plus another 300 and some. We could go with the plane, which will be 500,000 just directly. Maybe let's do that. We'll connect them by plane. Oh, it did give it the three bonuses. Oh, somehow it is getting to Nashville. Through Atlanta. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So if we click on Greeneville again, to Asheville, Nashville. Okay, I think we're okay for the time being. We can leave that. Now back over to Nashville. We have... Louisville is not doing amazing. Let's see. What do they got? They got an Endicott. Let's upgrade that to... Oh, it wanted to downgrade. What if we went a Foraker? Let's replace it for a Foraker. If we bought another Foraker... Let's see, Louisville. No, let's just leave it then. Memphis. No, we don't have a hub in Memphis. Okay, that's fine. St. Louis. Holy guacamole, the Cedar Rapids. The Cedar Rapids, my goodness gracious. Is it having some struggles? Let's see, what do we got? We got 2 planes. So we need some way better planes going here. Honestly, the 340 is probably about all we can afford once we even get the money for that. We'll throw it down. And if I put managers on here, I know they would grow faster, but I don't know, like in this run through, we kind of want to avoid them and just see what we can do organically. It's almost like cheating. Like somehow when you put managers in, they can just magically come up with money that you don't have type thing. Like maybe they borrow money, not sure. And I could actually go get money. I could view finances. See, I can take a loan of, how much can I loan? Oh, up to 13 million. So I mean, I could do that really. St. Louis, is there anywhere it's not getting? Okay, no. Well, Phoenix, but someone else is doing that, whatever. We'll let them handle that. Cedar Rapids. We could easily put another plane on the Cedar Rapids one. Let's see. By vehicle, we could go another 340 Express. That will help that out quite a bit. Chicago to Toronto and Chicago to Hamilton are both struggling. Okay, we just flipped over the month. Cities have grown, destinations have changed. More connections to Greeneville, and they want a hub in Jacksonville. Okay, a hub in Jacksonville is going to cost 1.5. But just for funsies, our company value here is 61 million. Operating profit is second. Okay, so it's not too bad. So if we go Jacksonville here, once we get the money. Okay, let's go Jacksonville. Now, Jacksonville wants 3 hubs or 3 routes. So Greenville's 1, Miami, and Charlotte. Unfortunately, none of them are really close. We may have to do these all by may have to do it all by plane. So Greenville, if we went plane, add a city, Greenville, 508 kilometers, so 2 hours and 12 minutes. If we put a bus on this, say the Antero, we're looking at quite a bit for the road. Honestly, we may be better off just going with our planes. We'll just speed that up a little bit. So there, we got a plane there. And then Jacksonville also wants to go to Miami. Slow this down for a second. Way down to Miami. I could have did some type of boat also. Go down to Miami, 2 hours. Yeah, pretty well it has to be an airplane. And then it also wants to go to Charlotte, which is going to be another airplane situation. Let's see, 230 Nimbus. There, so we got those in. That'll give us a 310,000 bonus. Now, Greeneville wants connections to Augusta, Columbia, or Pikeville. So let's slow this down a bit. So Charlotte, okay, so Greenville, Columbia. Okay, let's go Greenville to Columbia. So no one's going to go out there, but there will be people that come back in. So let's just go with the Hubbard for now. And where else? They wanted either Augusta or Pikeville. Augusta's there. Where's Pikeville? Where is... Okay, well, let's just, we could type it in, right? So Pikeville, where is that? Oh, it's way up there. Okay. So 293. We could go another Hubbard up there, maybe. Ooh, that's expensive. What if... Oh, it's got this little mountain thing. Okay, let's scrap that. Let's go Greeneville to Augusta. There we go. That's a lot friendlier. Okay, we'll put that down. There we go. So that gives us our 10 of 10. So Greeneville is not the greatest going to Charlotte, though. In theory, we could maybe buy another vehicle there. Let's see. We'll put 2 down. I think that should do it. Now, Jacksonville, Miami, Greeneville. In theory, maybe the planes should be better. Let's go up to Nashville. Nashville is to Louisville. Not so amazing. Forker, we could buy another Forker, right? Maybe we will. Let's see. What? Louisville's only level 1. I wonder why it's having a hard time keeping up. So Tulsa, that's going to be really a little bit of a distance away. So if we went Nashville to Tulsa, it's not as far as I was thinking it would be. If we speed this up, we could throw a plane down. There we go. Just take a few seconds. Perfect. Okay, so slow that down again. St. Louis. St. Louis. So Cedar Rapids is very full. It's funny how the 230 is making more money than the 340 Express. Very interesting. Let's see. Is it because it's not full? Maybe. I think we'll leave that for now. I think we'll just let it be. Chicago, really struggling to get to Hamilton and Toronto. To Detroit, it's not super amazing. The Ontario, we could... Gannett is what? What's our Gannett running at? 0.45 right there. 0.45, 15 and 45. Maybe we just leave it. And just let it be. Okay, Davenport, did we put something in I don't think so. Cedar Rapids. Okay, Fort Dodge. Fort Dodge, the Cedar Rapids is very busy. Antero, we could buy another vehicle. Let's go another Antero, which is going to be expensive because I bet you any money. I bet you what the problem is it wants to upgrade. It's probably because I don't have enough vehicles. Yeah, 12 of 12. That's exactly what it is. So we're paying $465 just to upgrade. So what we could do is go back into our Cedar Rapids and upgrade the vehicle itself. Might be the cheaper way of doing it. Only $129,000. So let's try that first. Now, where else are they going to? They're going to Toronto, Chicago. Okay, everything else seems okay. Minneapolis is doing okay. Des Moines, maybe they could upgrade, but we already have an Antero. I think we'll leave it. Sioux Falls to Norfolk is a little bit to Omaha. Let's see. Omaha to the Gannett. Can we upgrade that to the Forker? No, we can't. Actually, we'd save money somehow. So let's buy another vehicle maybe. Let's go the Gannett. We'll have 2 vehicles running there. So Sioux Falls now to Norfolk has a direct path. Oh, I was thinking Norfolk, Virginia. Okay, yeah. This Norfolk to Hubbard. Okay, so we could buy a Gannett maybe. And let that go. Omaha, we don't have a hub. Jacksonville, we could jump back into Jacksonville and look. So the Greeneville has a direct path. We can maybe do another Nimbus. Oh, it's going to ask us for more, isn't it? Well, we could upgrade this. This plane we have right here. Let's see. What would it cost to upgrade? It'd be a cool $1 million to upgrade. But maybe that's the way to go. Maybe we should do that first. So 1,077,000. There we go. Now, what else? To Miami is also kind of full. We already had... No, that was Greeneville. So Miami would also want to upgrade if it could. And that'd be another 1,077,000. Let me slow this down a bit. So that will give us a slightly better airplane. To Charlotte, we'll leave it on the little airplane. We jump up to Greeneville. To Charlotte, it's still got people kicking around waiting. Okay, maybe we could upgrade this. Upgrade them to the Gannett. How about that? And then Nashville. Doesn't seem like it has a lot of connections. But it's not really overflowing with people though, so I guess it's okay. Memphis, did we have one in Memphis? No, we didn't. Okay, so we're good there. St. Louis is okay. Wow, it's okay all the way around. So not so bad. Detroit's getting pretty full, but we don't own that one. So Detroit to Chicago. This one here. We got a lot of buses running here. What if we upgraded them? Well, we can't really we can only upgrade one by the looks of it. The Antero. We can upgrade to the Gannett. So that'll give us 4 Gannettes. That's about all we can do there at the moment. And Hamilton, Toronto is really having a hard time as well. So we could probably maybe upgrade those airplanes a bit. So if we wanted to upgrade, say this 230, it would be just over $1 million it would cost. So that's something we should look into. We're about to flip over the month here. Let's see what we come up with. And we'll just bump it up. We'll speed things up. Okay, so cities have grown. Buy more company shares. Chicago has the indirect traffic problem. Yes, it does, the Hamilton. So we also need a hub in Grand Rapids. And the hub's probably 1.56. Okay, so the hub itself is going to be just a little bit more expensive every time. So we'll put one in there. See what it comes up with. Okay, so Grand Rapids wants to go to Muskegon, which is super close. Jackson and Chicago. Jackson, is that Jackson, Mississippi, I wonder? So it wants to go there. Let's go with the Hubbard. Build our road. We need just a little bit more money. Okay, so it's got one thing. It has Chicago, now Jackson. Okay, I don't know why. Let's see, Jackson. Let's just put a vehicle down first, then we can add the city. Oh, Jackson, Michigan. Oh, okay, got it. So there's our road down. We'll probably stick with the Antero, that's fine. So Muskegon maybe would want to get a better bus, I think. Let's see. We step up a bit to the level 3. Okay, now Chicago, if we look at Chicago. So to Hamilton, we definitely have an issue here. We could... Probably we should upgrade one plane at a time. So let's just speed this along. We could jump 2 planes to the transporter. That will give us 19. Our profit will be quite a bit higher. Maybe we just wait it out and put a transporter on this. Because we got a lot of people wanting to move. For sure, we got a lot. So, oh, it wants 2.3. No, I cooked that a little too early. There we go. So then here, maybe we could do the same thing. It'd be another cool 2.3 million. But we're doing pretty good. Like, it's going to pay for itself, as you can see. 340 is actually making more money than the 390, which is, you know, interesting, but we need to move the people, so we kind of have no choice there. And even the 230 is doing pretty good as far as profit, but after a while we're going to tap out with how many vehicles we can have. So that's where we're going to get hurt. So Hamilton's a little bit better. Let's go into Toronto. Toronto could buy another new vehicle. 2.8 million. Oh, it must be one to upgrade, but you know, we kind of don't have a choice, honestly. We could go 390 here. Maybe it's the way to go. It's going to cost 4 million. But I think we have to do this because these routes are just way too over crowded, or whatever you want to call it. So 4.251 so it doesn't quite match up there, does it? Maybe because I get a little bit of a discount, possibly. So there's our 390. See, this plane's doing 400,000. So even better. So we could, in theory. Okay, you know what? We'll leave that. And this will be our last month in this video. How about that? So cities have grown. Build a hub in Miami. Okay. Hub in Miami. So there we go. We can do that right away. So they want to go to Jackson, which they kind of are connected. West Palm Beach. West Palm Beach. We could... Let's go in Antero. We'll build the road first once we get the money. Build a road. Okay, there we got our Antero down. Now, Miami also wants to go to Havana. We could do that through a boat, honestly. What's our boat situation? Water taxi would make 148. Or we could go a plane, which would make 352. That seems like kind of like a no-brainer, really. We'll throw the plane down, so that gives us 3 of 3. Optimize vehicle profitability. So we could go through that. None of them are ridiculously bad, so I think we'll just leave them for now. Now, Nashville wants more connections, so we could go Birmingham, Evansville, or Hattiesburg. Birmingham, Evansville, or Hattiesburg. Okay, there's Birmingham right there. Let's go to Birmingham, see what this will do. If we put, say, an Antero down, the roads, a little expensive, but let's do it. So it also gives me options of Florence, Cookeville, and Dyersville. Florence is right there. Dyersburg's right there. Cookeville's pretty close. Let's do Cookeville. So we'll put, say, a Hubbard on this one. We'll build our road when we have the money. And you know what? Let's go with the Antero, honestly. Let's do that. So then it gives me an option of Dyersburg, Florence. So let's go Dyersburg. Could go with another Antero. Build the road 320. I don't like that, but we'll go with it for now. Then my other options are Toronto, Evansville, Hattiesburg. Okay, let's go Evansville maybe. How about that? Can we do that to Louisville? Let's go Evansville to Louisville. Oh. No, that's rats. I stuck that in there for nothing. That's not going to work good. What about Bowling Green? Can we build a road there? And can we... Oh, we have to do a hub. Okay, what if... Wait, okay, let's do this again. What if we add city Nashville? Let's put Nashville up. It goes to Evansville. Then it goes to Bowling Green. What if we already have a road? Oh, okay. Cyclic. Okay, there. Let's do it that way. So then Hattiesburg and Florence. Florence is right here. Hattiesburg, I think, is further. Or wait, would that be? Let's just go with Florence. How about that? It's already a level 2 city. So Nashville to Florence. Can probably do a Gannett on this. Put our road down. There we go. So that gives us our 16 to 16. Any other super egregious ones? St. Louis to Nashville. Nashville to St. Louis. I wonder, could we run a bus to St. Louis? What would that look like if we did that? A train would be even better, but if we did a foraker, build road 324. Let's do that. Let's create a bus from Nashville to St. Louis. Okay, that got rid of a bunch of people. To Tulsa, to Toronto. Okay, what if we go back to St. Louis here? Where are we sitting? Okay, Ottawa, someone else is doing that. To Toronto from... No, somehow I jumped up here. Okay, whoa, wait a minute. Okay, let's go Grand Rapids. We're just sort of bouncing all over the place. They want to go to Columbus. So Grand Rapids to Columbus, 400 kilometers. We could go a Nimbus. Let's do that. Okay, back to Nashville. We need to get to Toronto. Okay, Nashville to Toronto is pretty far. So let's do a 390 on this guy. And we can always, maybe he'll get some indirect traffic. It's definitely possible. Slow that down. So that puts us Toronto. Tulsa has quite a bit of traffic. It's only at 58%. We could probably buy a 340 is my guess. We could upgrade this guy though to a 390 for 2.2 million. We could do that first. Maybe that's what we'll do. We'll just wait it out. There, put a 390. See how that goes. See if it helps any. To Chicago for Nashville. We could do a direct route. Nashville to Chi-Town. We could do what? A 340. It's going to cost 1.7 million. And once we get that, that'll help out make some more money. Now I'll slow this down a bit. So Nashville is now at 100%. To St. Louis, it's still not the greatest. We could buy another foraker. Yeah, that might help out a little bit. To Atlanta. Chicago, Tulsa. Okay, how about the Atlanta one? We could go this and upgrade it to... Upgrade 390, it's 2.2. And it looks like the 3... Well, we could go 340. There, let's do that. Let's go 340. Now, Greeneville itself. It is... Okay, Virginia Beach. Did I see that in there? Okay, Virginia Beach. It wants to go to Virginia Beach. So, Greeneville to Virginia Beach. And we'll have to do that by plane. There we go. The Toronto, it's an indirect line. Let's see, Greeneville to Toronto. We could do that and go on a 230 Nimbus. That might be possible. We might get it in just before the end of the month. There we go. We did. We snuck that one in there. Down to Jacksonville. It wants to go to Tampa. We might get this one in. Jacksonville to Tampa. If we put in the Antero on that, our road's going to be a little on the expensive side for sure. And then we just need some money for the Antero itself. It goes through Orlando, so we could always... There we go. Toggle cyclic. There we go. We'll lay that down. Boom. Okay, so that's the end of the month. We earned trust in Cuba. Which, do we even do anything? I don't even think we did anything in Cuba. Okay, so what do we accomplish here? We have a hub in Miami now. Jacksonville. Greeneville. Nashville. St. Louis we already had. Chicago we already had. Grand Rapids we added in. Detroit I don't think is a hub. I don't have any in Canada yet. Fort Dodge we have a hub. Omaha does not have a hub. Sioux Falls does. And Minneapolis does. And so let's just look quickly. We have a company value of 100 million, which is quite a bit higher than everyone else. There's operating profit. Ooh, we're double what the next guy is. So we're doing good that way. We could take a loan of up to what? 13.6 million, so still the same. There's where we stand. So if you like that video, like, comment, subscribe, come back and watch another great video of Like Me Gaming.